I needed someone who could take away. I'm Audley Scott, and you're listening to Flashpoint Radio. Rise and shine. Your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and CoraleeKaren, the unmistakable combination, synergized to navigate.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further, away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, we'll all sing there outside. Just us in the sky. Part of this circus, is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter, or is this our fate? At least now I'm feeling better, I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside.
Welcome. It is a beautiful Tuesday, as a lot of persons have different ways to theme today. And I don't know if you have heard of it being All Fools Day or what it is. What I know that it is a beautiful Tuesday. And of course, I am certainly happy to be here with you on the breakfast hour. Good morning to our listeners and viewers. Good morning, Mikey G.
Good morning, everyone. I want to say good morning also. And of course, add my little quota of saying it's All Fools Day. It's not just Tuesday, it's All Fools Day. And I am saying, boy, today's going to be one of those days that persons are going to be popping up all over the place trying to tell you that something is happening when it is not. All Fools Tuesday, right here on Flashpoint. Alright, we're going to go for a devotional. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about what All Fools Day actually means. April 1st, 2025.
Looking to build your dream home or renovate your space? M&M Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345-927-7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345-927-7509.
Good morning. This is day 1 of a new month. I am like a broken vessel. Psalm 31 verse 12. Broken Things, written by M.R. Dehaan. Few unbroken lives in this world are useful to God. Few men and women can fulfill their hopes and plans without some interruption and disappointment along the way. But man's disappointments are often God's appointments, and the things we believe are tragedies may be the very opportunities through which God chooses to exhibit His love and grace. We have but to follow these lives to the end to see that people who have been broken become better and more effective Christians than if they had carried out all their own plans and purposes. Are you, my friend, being broken today? Has the dearest thing in your life been torn away? Then remember that if you could see the purpose of it all from God's standpoint, you would praise the Lord. The best things that come to us are not those that accrue from having our way, but by letting God have His way. Though the way of testing and trial and sorrow often seems hard and cruel, it is the way of God's love, and in the end will be the best for us. Remember, we have the Lord's promise. No good thing will He withhold from those who walk uprightly. Then trust in God through all thy days. Fear not, for He doth hold thy hand. Though dark thy way, still sing and praise. Sometime, we'll understand. Our quote this morning reads, "For a Christian, wholeness always comes after brokenness." End quote.
Looking to build your dream home or renovate your space? M&M Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345-927-7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345-927-7509.
I'm Audley Scott, and you're listening to Flashpoint Radio. Rise and shine. Your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and CoraleeKaren, the unmistakable combination synergized to navigate.
Welcome back, welcome back. Yes, it is another beautiful day. And of course, we want to thank Suzanne for the able way she has created those devotionals. And it's just about 2 to 3 minutes. Have you ever noticed how quickly time flies? We are already in the 4th month of the year, and it seems as if It happened in a blink of an eye. I don't know how it feels on your side, because certainly that is how I'm feeling. I'm feeling that time is just running faster than I can ever imagine. And of course, today, the 1st of April, some call it April Fool's Day, where persons will pull a little prank. But today is the day that we are actually live here in studio, and we are not pranking you. We are going to be speaking about ways to ensure that we keep those coins in the pocket, and of course also be in a situation that we can manage our finances, take care of ourselves, our families, and of course those who are in need. Welcome back to the Breakfast Hour. We have so much in store for you today and beyond today.
Well, of course, this morning, indeed, as we say, it's April Fool's Day. I don't know if we have anything on that. I think we should tell you a little bit about April Fool's Day. April 1st. Did I say April Fool's Day? April 1st, and what it signifies, as many persons in the world. I don't know if it's something that still occurs, people still do this thing, or it is something that Mikey G just enjoys every now and then to call up somebody and say, you win some money. And it has been April Fool's Day for many, many persons over the years, every single day of the week, even when it's not April. They have won money and they have won all sorts of prizes, and they did not win anything and gave away all their money to somebody who tell them that they won. So I think we need to probably look at this myth or this day as a impactful day of how people would love to be fooled constantly.
Well, of course, according to Britannica, right, just a little bit of history. April Fool's Day in most countries, the first day of April, it received its name from the custom of playing practical jokes on this day. For example, telling friends that their shoelaces are untied, or sending them a so-called fools on a fool's errands. Although the day has been observed for centuries, its true origins are unknown and effectively unknowable. So, of course, for those persons, we can dig further. But I will also share with you other things that are being celebrated today. Today is Reading is Funny Day. Today is also National Sourdough Bread Day. It's Fun Day, and it's U.S. Air Force Academy Day. Yes.
Sour Bread Day. I'm wondering what Sour Bread Day would be about. I know what sour bread is, but is it a thing to have sour bread as a part of the menu?
So Sourdough Bread Day, and of course, actually, National Tomfoolery's Day is also. Let's hear what the other.
So Tomfool Day is really what this is, April Fool's is Tomfool's Day, That's what it is.
Yeah. All right, so we are celebrated with harmless pranks, silly tricks, shenanigans, and of course tomfoolery. April 1 also happens to be the birthday of Tom Foolery, a character developed by Kalahari Resorts, home to America's largest indoor water parks. This is no April Fool's joke. We are dedicating an entire day to celebrating the spirit of adventure, play, and a little bit of trickery in all of us. So there you have a little bit more history to the day. And of course, let's hear, they even have benefits. So National Tomfoolery's Day history, National Day calendar, and Kalahari Resorts and conventions formed a collaboration in 2024 to create National Tomfoolery's Day. Each year on April 1, we celebrate the spirit of adventure, play, and a little bit of trickery in all of us. Kalahari Resort's massive tomfoolery adventure parks are indoor family entertainment centers that feature thrilling rides, escape rooms, virtual reality experiences, rope courses, bowling, 7D motion theaters, and dozens of arcade games. And of course, the founder is Kalahari Resorts and Conventions. There you have it. Another way to promote tomfoolery.
Well, let me put something up for somebody this morning. A little bit of tomfoolery right here. So let me do this one for you this morning.
Another way to
A little bit of tomfoolery.
listen. There's a phrase that what is fun for you can be dead to me. You understand? Because what you can find happening is that person could have had a heart attack.
No. I would imagine CoraleeKaren on that one.
Yeah, it might seem harmless, but then when you find out, then the person would, respond because you don't expect to see it. So, yes.
So, tomfoolery for you. Of course, when we come back.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
You ever hear earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, hover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't go to the doorway or any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take for yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
A song. It is Tremendous Tuesday, and of course, we have some financial tips that will be shared by our financial advisor. It's always worthwhile getting some valuable information to help us manage our resources.
Having said that, this morning is no different. We give thanks for all the opportunities that we get to have these conversations and ensure that we benefit from them each week when we come here. Of course, this segment of the breakfast hour is brought to you by Asai Ultrasound for all your ultrasound needs right here in the Grand Cayman Islands. Our financial advisor comes up next.
About real estate and how we can get passive income from it. Good morning, Lady Elise and Mikey G. Thank you again for having me on Flashpoint Radio on this terrific Tuesday. Today we'll be talking about real estate and how we can get passive income from it and to get generational wealth. So we'll be looking at several ways of why I believe that real estate is a way of growing your income, growing your wealth, and at the same time I will share some stories with you on real persons that have made real estate investing from an early age a part of their portfolio and has made it within real estate. From the bank to put down for a larger investment. For example, if you wanted to invest $200,000 in stock or in bonds, you would have had to have $200,000 to invest into a $200,000 property. You need 10% as a deposit, and depending if it's your first real estate, you may actually be eligible for as little as 5%. I've heard of no money down in the United States. I'm not going to go down that direction, but it is also possible. So yes, the first step, the first one, my first reason is actually, yes, borrowing money, leverage. The second is the fact that it generates passive income through rent. And the third, again, depending on your jurisdiction, it is you get a tax benefit of maintaining assets, and the income that is generated from it is not subject to the same tax code as normal income, earned income. And so because of those three, I recommend real estate as a first or one of the main ways of generating income and generational wealth.
Of course, you talk about passive income. You talk about passive income, and I just listened to the conversation just now, and I am deeply, I think most persons are deeply interested in this idea of having this passive income. So you're talking about rental property. Is there any other way that passive income could be had or could be identified, and a means of getting it, other means of getting passive income?
Of course they are, but today is not quite the day for that. So
All right.
we want to try to look at real estate in particular.
Okay,
today
so real estate as a passive
as
income.
a passive income. That is right.
Okay, all right.
Now, another reason why I suggest real estate is the whole idea of wealth building. And I'll share this story with you. There's a young man, client of mine, who started out his journey into real estate and investing about 15 years ago when he was 25. He was working at the hospital and he decided to buy his first home. Now what he did, he didn't have all his deposit, so he went to the bank and took a short-term loan, and he also had some savings that he pooled together to get his 10% deposit. He made the deposit on a home, and it so happened that this particular property was being built during that period. So it took about 6 to 10 months, 6 to 8 months before he was actually handed the key. During that period, he was able to pay off the short-term loan, right? In addition to that, he was now qualified, he had been qualified, pre-qualified for the mortgage. And instead of moving into the home, what he did was continue paying rent at his location where he was, because the rental income that he was able to generate from that new building that just went up was more and sufficient to cover the mortgage at that point in time. Now at 40, 15 years later, he now has two properties. One that he lives in with his family, and of course one that he rents out. And he is looking to purchase a third property. Now he has come back to me. What can I do? I don't, with prices where it is, I don't have enough money. But now, because he has built up equity in those first two properties, he can actually get 100% financing. So between the new home that he's building, that is purchasing, and the two other properties, there's sufficient equity in it combined to get 100% financing. So the cash that he has, he can now use or put to other uses. And more interestingly, the new property that he is purchasing is enough. The rental income from it will be sufficient to cover the mortgage. I mean, just a little bit above. So he won't start seeing the benefits just yet. But at least it covers the mortgage. And so he will not have to dip into his pocket any at all to pay any additional money out of it. So What my advice is, use the equity in your existing property as you grow to make sure that you can get more financing. As I said, in this case, up to 100% financing for that third unit, which he's now building a real estate portfolio. I have another story, another client, younger lady. She's just 25, started at age 21. Again with her, she did a mortgage, and she's in Jamaica, and what happened is that with the NHT she qualified for all the that they were allowed to give. I think it was $6.5 million at the time, and she had a small deposit. She was now able to move into that property, not literally physically, but I mean purchase that property using the benefits that she had. In addition to that, now, because it was already a 20-year-old property, the price on it was not all that high. It was a one-bedroom starter unit, and it needed a little bit of repairs. She spent probably another a few $1,000s rather, and renovated, simple renovations, paint, fix a few broken tiles, etc. And once that was done, she was able to move a client in, or someone to rent the place. Initially, unfortunately for her, the rental income was a little bit lower than her mortgage. However, she was able to satisfy it normally through her earned income, her salary. What has happened though, if you realize what has happened over the last 4 years, is that the cost of that particular unit, or the price of that unit, has now almost doubled. So she has earned passive income on that property, while she is also getting capital gains, or a build-up of equity in that property. So her timing just before COVID has allowed her to get an increase in the value of her property. It has also gotten her increased income through rental, that over this just 4 years, her property value has almost doubled, and her income is now sufficient, more than sufficient, to cover the mortgage.
Wow.
So how can we get started? The first thing is to start saving early for that down payment. Secondly, look for properties that cash flow. So you're going into a property, make sure that you can get income from it, rental income that is. Third, make sure that your mortgage is covered by that rental income, right? And whatever attendant expenses. Sometimes you have to take the risk, yes, as in the case of the young lady, that her payments, mortgage payments, were a little bit higher than her rental income. But as you see, it soon superseded it. Use your leverage wisely. Instead of buying a car, go ahead and buy that first apartment. You may be surprised to know that at $30,000 that you're able to spend on a car, you're able to use as a deposit on your first home. Try it. We spoke about house hacking, which is rent out a portion of your apartment that you're in. So if you have a 2-bedroom and it's you one, why not rent the other one? Offset some of your mortgage. You have a home. You may wish to partition a part of it. You may have bought a duplex, or you're building one. Build a duplex rather than a single family only. So those are ways that we can look at using what you actually have already to increase your income. And then think long term. Use the appreciation in the value of your home and the rental income to leverage more, so that you can build a real estate portfolio. The stories above that I mentioned are real people that have done it. 1 in 4 years, 1 in 15 years. it can happen for you. The key is to start, and not just start anytime, but start now. As I've always reiterated, the best time to start was 15 years ago. The next best time is today. All right? Well, I thank you very much for having me again on this terrific Tuesday where we talk about money matters. And as usual, you can reach out to me. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm also have an email address, broker@richardthelwell.com, and you can find me there. Send me some info. Send me your questions, and I look out for them, and we can also share through Flashpoint. Thank you.
All right, well, as I listen to the conversation just now, Elise, and I am hearing, money matters, how persons or young people who would have learned how to save and put their money to work, but, sometimes we wouldn't hear so much of that being taught even in the local schools. We want to thank you this morning, Mr. Richard, for coming on this morning to tell us so much and give us so many pearls of wisdom for how to make money and keep some more to use at a later date. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
And thank you for having me.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Call and say, hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10. No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't go to the door, we are any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take for yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Good morning. It is 1st April, and these are the news headlines on Flashpoint Radio and CoraleeKaren. Broadcast television returns to Cayman with Compass TV launch. Local television is making a comeback in Cayman today with the launch of Compass TV by Compass Media. This new platform will provide breaking news, local programming, current affairs, sports, entertainment, lifestyle content, and weather updates. Programming will be streamed live on CompassTV.ky, broadcast via all local cable providers, Logic, Flow, C3, and Digicel. Publisher and head of Compass Media, Trip Donnelly, stated that this marks an exciting new chapter for the company as it continues to inform and entertain the Cayman public across multiple media platforms. Key takeaways from West Bay North candidates debate. Friday's Chamber of Commerce Forum saw West Bay North candidates Shakina Bush, Jeremiah Ebanks Hurston, Jordan Rivers, and veteran politician Ralston Anglin tackle critical district and national issues. Those running under the Cayman Islands National Party emphasized sustainability and tourism. Bush, a teacher and sports enthusiast, focused on youth issues. Ebanks Hurston, a compliance officer, highlighted transparency in governance. Meanwhile, Anglin, a seasoned politician, brought his extensive experience to the discussion. Bush closed the forum with a positive message, applauding the younger generation's eagerness to participate in shaping the nation's future. Laborer sentenced to 3 years for blinding cleaner in Aura attack. The Grand Court has sentenced 30-year-old Bino Ravon Mackenzie to 3 years in prison for permanently blinding Samuel Rich in a violent attack at the Aura apartment complex. The incident occurred after an argument between the two men escalated, leading Mackenzie to throw cleaning fluid at Rich. Initially charged with assault and causing actual bodily harm, Mackenzie later pleaded guilty to the more serious charge of causing grievous bodily harm. Justice Emma Peters handed down the sentence earlier this month. Massive turnout for Deputy Governor's 5K Challenge. A record-breaking crowd of over 2,280 participants turned out for the Deputy Governor's 5K Challenge Run Walk. Deputy Governor Franz Manderson expressed his pride in seeing so many people focus on their health while contributing to the community. Proceeds from this year's event will support 3 charities: the Cayman Islands Scouts, the Girls Brigade Cayman Islands, and One-to-One Cayman. Now to regional news. Jamaica's Airbnb revolution sees 800,000 guests and $32 billion in earnings. Jamaican Minister of State for Tourism, Senator Delano Sivrite, has highlighted the rapid growth of the country's Airbnb sector, which welcomed over 800,000 guests in 2024, generating $32 billion in earnings. Sivrite described this as a game changer for local tourism, with everyday Jamaicans benefiting directly from the industry. He also underscored government-backed initiatives such as the Tourism Workers Pension Scheme, Entertainers and Creatives Insurance Plan, and the Tourism Entertainment Academy as key drivers of sustainable growth in the sector. Caribbean heat waves expected to be milder in 2025. Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum has predicted that while heat waves will begin as early as April, they are unlikely to be as intense as in 2023 and 2024. Contributing factors include neutral El Niño conditions and varying ocean temperatures. However, the organization warns that short, dry spells could still increase the risk of wildfires in certain areas. The forecast also indicates rising rainfall intensity towards May and June, leading to increased flood risks across the region. Former Guyanese finance minister faces misconduct charge. Former Guyanese Finance Minister Winston Jordan appeared in court on charges of misconduct in public office. Jordan was granted bail at Guyanese $150,000 in connection with allegations that he undervalued state-owned land in a transaction between February and June 2020. His attorneys argue the case is politically motivated, citing previous dismissals of the matter by both the Magistrates Court and Chief Justice Roxanne George. The case has been adjourned to April 23. Those were your news headlines on Flashpoint Radio. Please continue to stay tuned for more updates throughout the day.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
I'm Audley Scott, and you're listening to Flashpoint Radio, Rise and Shine, your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and CoraleeKaren, the unmistakable combination, synergized to navigate.
Welcome back. A lot happening in the news here and abroad, and of course also a lot happening with finances, as we heard from our financial advisor regarding the use of real estate. Certainly that is a wealth of information that we can apply so that we can certainly have income generated. Of course, Airbnb in Jamaica, that's an interesting feature of the news this morning, Mikey G.
Airbnb in Jamaica. Yeah, well, I'm thinking that this is a new way to go. Everybody is finding new opportunities in the market to tap into it. It was a certain set of persons game at one point, but as the landscape widens and broadens, you'll find that more persons are able to be in the market to do the things that they do. We just heard that Compass Media has now launched their new TV, basically on their website, and so Flashpoint has always been here. Flashpoint TV is always here, so while we didn't launch Flashpoint TV, we are right here all this time, right in front of your face. That's how it works, right? We're going to say good morning to all our listeners and viewers right here in the Grand Cayman Islands, and of course we are Flashpoint, and Flashpoint has created the ideas that, in fact, we are going to be these trendsetters for many things, many experience right here in the Grand Cayman Islands and beyond. In fact, we are the innovators. We see ourselves as the creators and the innovators of this time right here in the Grand Cayman. So I want to say thanks. If we were able to inspire, we're happy for that. And indeed, here we are today, proud to say we are Flashpoint Radio right here in the Grand Cayman Islands. And of course, if you look carefully, we are Flashpoint TV. Don't tell anybody.
Of course, so much more to come. It's a beautiful morning, and we want to thank our listeners for having joined us this morning as we discover there's a lot happening, not only locally but on the international scene. A lot of things being celebrated. Yesterday, we spoke about what's happening over there in Thailand and Myanmar, where they were impacted by earthquake. Of course, the death toll continues to rise, and so we our hearts and our prayers. Let us seek out ways that we can help. Let's be deliberate to find out if there's any way that we can show our support to our brothers and sisters over there who are recovering from the impact of that earthquake. And of course, today we heard from our financial advisor financial tips that we need to be more wise and smart as we spend those resources, or we utilize, I don't like to use the word spend, but utilize the resources that we have been blessed with. Tomorrow, our physician Dr. K will be joining us live on set as she'll be speaking more about lupus. I don't know if you would have heard or known anybody who has this condition, but certainly it's something worth listening to, and I'm sure she will bring a wealth of information. Come with your questions and your comments, and I know that we will have a grand time here on Wellness Wednesday where we take care of your physical well-being, and so we look forward to that one as well. Mikey G.
Well, of course, today is indeed Financial Tuesday, and we got all our information that we need for today. And tomorrow, as Lady Elise says, we'll have our wellness, and indeed we will hear a little bit more about how to keep ourselves healthy. Of course, we have spent this morning well. I trust and hope that you have received something. It's All Fool's Day. Guys, pranking these days are very serious things, you know. It was a thing one time when you could laugh about it, but these days the level of the pranking has increased so much that it becomes even so dangerous that it can be life-threatening. So, as you travel and traverse and go around your busy day, I would say enjoy All Fool's Day. And be careful with the pranks. It will leave you breathless. Some of it. Literally. No breath at all when the prank is finished. So, you know, there is the man with the snake. You saw that one?
Oh boy, yeah.
Can you imagine somebody did that to you?
I am trying to remember the phrase, what is death to you? What is...
Frog say. Frog say. Frog said to boy. Jamaican vernacular or Jamaican proverb. Frog say to boy, what is joke to you is death to me. So frog don't play, you know. And I don't like it.
Yeah. So you have to bear this in mind, because some of these pranks can end up being not so funny after all.
After all, yeah. They can be very they can put you in the hospital, or even, as I said, leave you breathless.
Yes.
Literally. The morgue might be the final destination after the prank is over. So, you know, it's something to think about. So guys, while you're going out and being pranking people, careful. Reason the thing out a little bit. You can hurt somebody, so measure it down, no? Limit it down. You can't, yeah. And then I'm filming it too, it's another matter. I think some people are going to have any teeth left when this day is over. I think.
Well, you know, on that note, Mikey G, I will of course remind our listeners of yours, if you're here in the Grand K, our fish fry comes up this Sunday, and our karaoke comes up this Saturday night. We have a packed weekend for you. It's all about fun, food, and fellowship. Good, clean fun, good, clean fellowship right here at Flashpoint. We're looking forward to see each and every one of you, and of course looking forward to a grand time. So on that note, Mikey G, it's time for us to get out of studio. This is not a prank. We wish you abundantly more than anything that God has for you, in store for you. So much more we wish for you today on this breakfast hour.
Well, having said that, like, share, and subscribe to Flashpoint Radio, Flashpoint TV, right here in the Grand Cayman Islands. We are indeed the trendsetters of our time, 25 years. We're 4 years in existence, and we are already making waves. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for always sticking with Flashpoint. Of course, do remember, it is a lot to share. We can look and share and look at everything. There's no need for us to be, scribbling a little bit about simple things. We must know that it's a big world, and it's enough for all of us. So, with that said, have yourself a great day. Be blessed, and Flashpoint to the world and beyond. 2025, enough more to come.
Yeah, just before you go, your bed comes up later this afternoon, and of course the Toastmasters feed, they will be live at 5:30. So, and of course, Flashpoint Radio online every day, all day, 24/7. We are providing information, entertainment, relaxation, news, and much more. So you gotta stick and stay with us as we have a lot more in store
Alright,
for
so all you have to do for Flashpoint, it's Flashpoint Web Radio. Flashpoint Web Radio. So if you go to Google and you want to find us, it's simple. Flashpoint Radio Cayman. That's it. And of course, Flashpoint Radio Cayman. Google will show you Flashpoint Radio Cayman. Pops up. Here we are. No worries. Don't need to, we are the first on the list of radios in Cayman when you type in Flashpoint Radio. Alright, so that's it. 24 hours. Catch you tomorrow morning. Elise, final words, and let's get it.
I say have a blessed day. May the Lord bless you abundantly more than you can ever think or imagine. Give a brother or sister a call today, check on them. And of course, if you have anything to share with us, you want to get in touch with us, you can send us an email at flashpointradioja@gmail.com. I'll look out for your emails today. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Remember to log on, bring your questions. Our doctor or physician with many years of experience, she'll be joining us here live tomorrow on the Breakfast Hour. Yes.
I want to say I interrupt this broadcast this morning to say good morning to Mikey. Good morning, Mikey. How you doing? I met Mikey some time ago at a function. We had a domino tournament, and she came by, and I tell you, I also met my also another friend of mine, Carol. Also, I met Carol as well, and I knew Carol from in the 1980s. And I met her again at that time. So I want to say good morning, Mikey. Large and in charge. Have yourself a great. I think, where's Mikey? Elise? I think she's in what? New York? I don't know.
No, this is when the Jeopardy.
Alright, so let's go with this one. Good morning, and I'm gonna go with that one. I'm done.
Wherever, whichever neck of the woods you are.
Alright, she's in. Alright, so she's in one of those. Have
yourself a wonderful day.
Scott, and you're listening to Flashpoint Radio, Rise and Shine, your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and CoraleeKaren, the unmistakable combination, synergized to navigate.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd, just you and me together. We'll all sing there outside, just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours Are we part of this circus? Is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter? Or is this a fate? At least now I'm feeling better, I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd, just you and me together. We'll all sing there outside, just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours
Hey, I am Brother West, and the only station I listen to in the morning is Flashpoint Radio.